G'day, this is BRAK. Welcome to the Breakfast Club, and today we're exploring Kewords Edition 10 and what does it mean for Orks.
It's the Breakfast Club.
G'day, it's BRAK here. Today we are going to look at the Games Work website. We're going to look at the Games Workshop website and have a look at the Ork range, but have a look through the eyes of their new keywords. What's happened is that in the rush to 10, they've been changing all the keywords around and they're using some of the new edition 10 sort of terminology, which is great and probably gives us a little insights into what we might expect when we see the Ork index data sheets in roughly, I think it's going to be the 16th of June. There's some rumours going around about that. Not that long to go, probably next week sometime. But in the meantime, let's have some little fun with keywords. Oh, I almost sounded like a records manager there, didn't I? Oh. Okay, so here we are. Here we are. I've got all the Orks all lined up, ready to go. And we go down to the units by keywords, and let's have a look and see if we see anything interesting to talk about. Well, I'll find it interesting, and hopefully you will too. Now, you're probably sitting there going, oh my God, those numbers are so huge. I'm on the Australian site. Please don't have a heart attack. This is what things cost in Australia. Okay, we're going to go down in alphabetical order because, hey, that's just the way my brain works. So we're looking at the artillery keyword, and there's no real surprises here. All the mech guns. I probably should say that if they're going to bring in new units, we don't know what they are at the moment. So we're just going to look at the stuff that's already available. We're not going to make those sort of speculations about what type of new units we might see because we don't know, and they're not going to tell us. So no real surprises there. Okay, now in the battle line. And so we've got three. We've got the two Ork boys and the Beast Snagger boys. So really when it comes to playable or units that are battle line, we've only got two. We've got Ork boys and Ork Beast Snagger boys, which you can't get in Australia at this moment, which is a bit sad. But anyway, that's not what this is about, is it? No. What really strikes out is what's missing. No grots. Grots are not battle line. That is what I think is a big move. It's different. It's way so different. So what role do Gretchen play? This is an interesting thing to think about, which I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it because it just seems odd that Gretchen aren't playing the role of troop choices, which is basically what battle line is. Almost, sort of, kind of, so these are the only units that you can allow to take 6 of. Now, okay, excluding dedicated transport, but that's another thing we'll have a look at a bit later. So you're only allowed to take 3 grot units if you wish, depending on how good they are. So, I don't know how I feel about that, but yes. What do you guys think? Comment below. So, character with 18 results, and so we've got the war bosses, 2 of the war bosses, Mozrag, the pain boss, the kill rig still a character, which is good. It's probably because he's going to be a psychic as well, but we'll look at that a little bit later. Zodrod Wartsnaga, beast boss. Big mech with custom force field, mega knobs. I think because it's the unit, I think the main reason why the mega knobs are in there as a character is because you have the big mech in mega armor. I think that's going to happen. Mega knobs are not characters, but there is a character in the kit. Ork Pain Boys. Wild Banner, Big Mech with Shock Attack Gun, Death Killer War Trike, Beast Boss Squiggle Sword, Nobman Smasher Squig, Ghazghkull Thraka, the Ork Mech, and the Weird Boy. So no real surprises there, really. All the things that were singular character uses are singular characters, and what we sort of expect. No real surprises here in dedicated transport. It's the truck, the good old truck. But what can we get from this? We're allowed to take 6 of these for various things. So boys in trucks, or boys in trucks, and all some of the other infantry in trucks. Love boys in trucks. I try to make boys in trucks a thing in edition 9, and it kind of worked. I love me truck. Okay, 2 units that can got the deep strike keyword. So we've got, so that's very, very interesting. So deep strike. So unit can be set up in reserves instead of on the battlefield, and unit can be set up in your reinforcement step and move more than 9 inches horizontally away from all enemy models. So there you go. There's no real change in some of these things, but good to know. And why wouldn't you put them in? I would. Definitely Deathcopters in reserve. I like that little trick. It's just something I like to do. Okay, Epic Heroes. Well, no real surprise here. They're basically all the named characters that we have models for. So I'm not quite sure. The only thing I can tell you about Epic Heroes is that really you can't give them enhancements. I don't think Epic Heroes are characters going to play a big part, especially for Ork. They might for other factions, but it really depends on what the rules they get. Fly keyword, no real surprises here. We've got the 2 flying things you can attack, other flies, and we've got 4 things that can't be attacked. So yeah, the usual the jets, the Deathcopters, and the Storm Boys. I couldn't call them jets, should I? The Wise Bomb, Blast Jet, the Dakka Jet, the Burner Bomber, and the Blitzer Bomber. No real surprises there. Okay, infantry. Well, you know, it's got legs, it's not on a bike or not a squig. Well, then it's infantry. So there's 24 things of infantry. Bosses, mega nobs. Yeah, all that you would expect. I think there's a little bit of a typo here. We know from the faction focus that Ghazghkull has the infantry keyword. He doesn't seem to have it. He's not showing up here. So what's that about? Is it a mistake or something more sinister? Infiltrators! No real surprises here that the only things you got, infiltrators at this very moment in time are the commandos. And of course, what that means that the commandos can set up on deployment 9 inches away from your enemy, as long as they're not in their deployment zone, of course. Alright, the leaders. So these are characters which can join other units. So yeah, let's have a little look and see what we can see. War Boss in Mega Armor. Here's 2 War Bosses, the Pain Boss, Zogrod, Beast Boss, Big Mech with custom force field, the Pain Boy, the Ork Knob with War Banner, Mech with shock attack gun. Oh, that's good. He can be up the back with a firing line. That'd be fantastic. Death Killer Warstrike. Oh man, this is gonna be good. Oh, we can put in with other bikie units, or maybe even buggy units. That might be fun. Can't see that one happening. Big Mech and Mega Armor, Knob on Smasher Squig, fantastic, and the Ghazghkull and the Ork Mech and the Weird Boy. Interesting enough, Beast Boss on Squigosaur isn't in this list. I just think that's an omission. I don't think they're getting rid of it. I just think that's an omission at this moment in time. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? Okay, now talk about Munster. Yeah, Ghazghkull Thraka, they've got him down as a Munster here. It does seem a little bit odd. This does not line up with what we saw in the faction focus. Okay, Psychers. We've got the Kill Rig and the Weird Boy. Now, what does this mean for the Word Boy? Most people weren't doing him by himself anyway, so can you have a separate Word Boy? Don't know. Have to wait and see, won't we? I think yes. I think the main reason we're not seeing the word boy in this is the same reason why they listed the Mega Knobs and not the Big Mech in Mega Armor. Yeah, when they were talking about characters. I really wouldn't worry about that one too much. Titanic, yes. Stomper. Yes, we'll probably get other Titanic stuff from the Forge World. Whilst recording this, I just had a quick look over to see whether they still have the same sort of search capabilities on the Forge World site, and they do. So after I've gone through this, we'll go and might do the same exercise with the Forge World. It's not going to take that much more longer. Spoiler alert, there's some more Titanics. Okay, we have transport. So, what have we got? We've got the kill rig. Yep, you can still put things in there. The big head boss bunker is considered a transport. But strangely enough, it didn't deep strike. So, I'm not quite sure how that works. We're just going to have to wait and find out. The Stomper, the 2 Noughts. Hopefully these guys will be played again now they're not lumped in with the Stompers. Trucks, yeah. And the Hunter Rig. And also the 3 variants of wagons. So what has the vehicle keywords? Deathcopters. That's interesting. The Kill Rigs, the Big Head Boss Bunker, the Stomper, the Gorkanaut, the Morkanaut, the Truck, Bubble Chuckers, Killer Cans. Oh, we saw some got units. Oh, yay! Megatrix Scrapjet, the Shock Jump Dragstar, the Death Killer Warboy, all the Buggies, all the Flyers, Hunter Rig, the Death Dread, and all the Battle Wagons. So no real surprises there. The Walkers, no real surprise there. If it's a vehicle of some sort and it's got legs, it's a Walker. So we have the Stomper, the 2 Noughts, the Cans, and the Death Dread. Okay, mounted. This is really interesting. There's 2 things I would choose to be mounted that we haven't got on here, and that's the Beast Boss and Squigosaur and the character's name I've sort of forgotten. But anyway, I think they're missions. I can't see any real reason. I thought, oh, maybe because it's a character, but Deathkiller Wartrike's on there too. Yeah, I thought because maybe it's a character, maybe it's a leader, might have been there, but they put the Deathkiller Wartrike. I just think the person who was doing the keywords have missed the keywords. That is what I think. I don't think there's anything sinister going on there. Okay, now we're over at the Forge World site, as I said I would do, and they've only got a couple of it here at the moment. These keywords, so let's have a little look. Also, yes, if you thought the Games Workshop prices were shocking, you ain't seen nothing yet. Bikers, war knobs on bikers, yeah, we expect that. If they're good, you can put them to kill trike with them, couldn't you? That'd be nice. I'm trying not to talk about the fact we don't have a war boss on bike anymore. It's all gone to Legends. That's really, really sad. But it is what it is. The monsters, the Ork Squig-Off and the Ork Gargantuan Squig-Off. We saw the stats for that, the guy, didn't we? I was going to do a video about that, but I'm sort of running out of time. If you'd like to hear my thoughts about it, comment below, and I'll do a special video just for you. Okay, so the Titanics, we've got the Ork Kill Burster and the Kill Blaster tank. That's been fun. I'd like to see what we can do with them. I would so much love to play with one of these on the table, and of course the Ork Gargantuan Squig-Off. Transports. So we've got the 2 Squig-Offs, the Buster Tanks, and the Ork Big Track. So the Ork Big Track, yeah, look, you don't really see much of them. They were a heavy choice that you could have used, but will we see them? Will they be good enough? It's going to depend on what the rules are, isn't it? Yes. And the vehicle keywords, we've got the Kill Tanks, the Grot Mega Tank, yes, and Grot Tanks, and lo behold, the Big Track, the Mega Dread, and the Mecha Dread. You buy the bot, you've got to get the arms elsewhere, actually. they show the elsewhere. You can buy them here too, but there are better places to get them from. But this is not what this video was about. Alright, well, there you go. I'm not quite sure if you learned anything. There's a few interesting things in here. The takeaways is that Grots are no longer battle line, and that's probably about it. The other thing is that the people who ever do the keyboarding aren't probably all that very good at doing their job. There's a few typos in there, but that's what we come to love and respect from Games Workshop. Probably a bit of a pointless exercise there, but what the heck? I like pointless exercises. So, what do you think? Is it going to tell us anything about what to expect? Any surprises? Anything that you hate so far? Anything that you really love? Comment below. Let's have a conversation. But in the meantime, if you are going crumping, you gotta bash early and bash often. Wah! Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like, subscribe and share, and also press that notification bell so you get to see more of my videos. If you want to get social with BRAK, well then, down in the link below there are all those wonderful platforms that I'm on, and there's even a few you can donate to, like Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee. Once again, thanks for watching and catch you later.